Hello, I'm Dan Norenberg, advisor, coach, and consultant to executive and strategic leadership teams. Welcome to Norenberg's 90 Seconds. In these short clips, I'm going to share with you a leadership situation, the struggle, difficulty, or blind spot this created for a leader. And then in about 90 seconds, I'll tell you about the idea, tool, or insight that this leader and I discussed to help them be more successful. And in doing so, should you encounter a situation similar to this at some point in your future, you'll have an additional resource to help you be more effective. Let me say a couple words about today's situation. During a recent coaching exchange, an executive said, "I'm hardworking. I give everything to this company, and yet people don't trust me. I can't understand how this is possible." I asked him to describe two situations that supported this belief. And he said, well, number one, I don't hear about problems until we hit the wall. And when we do hit the wall, I don't hear it from people around me. I hear it from our customers. And number two, I'm aware that people talk about me to others in the company, and I wish they'd come and speak directly to me about their questions and issues. I then asked the CEO, who do you trust, and how do you show it? He thought about this for a moment, and then he said, and I quote, "I do trust people to a degree, but I am the CEO." Now, his perceptions and comments triggered a conversation, the essence of which I'd like to share with you now, anonymously, of course. So this is Norenberg's 90 Seconds. You could start that clock. Through personal conversations and observations with the CEO's leadership team and those around him, I gathered feedback that I shared directly with the CEO. Your mood swings and your behavior is inconsistent. You also talk about people negatively to others. You interrupt people and people feel that you don't trust them. They said they feel like you're going to pull the rug out from under them at times. This CEO took this feedback very seriously, and we talked about his aspirations and desire to be not only effective, but a trustworthy leader. And he agreed that he hadn't taken ownership for building trusting relationships with those around him. And he agreed to make 4 personal commitments. Number 1, to be more open and honest with his leadership team and to share more information. 2, to keep his promises and follow through on his commitments. To be more intentional about the way that he listened so people felt that what they had to say was valued and respected. And last but not least, he agreed to reset his mood at the end of each meeting so that when people came in to meet with him, they'd experience him in the present moment and not in a bad mood from a previous meeting. This leader recognized that trust wasn't about position, even if you are the CEO, but it was more about the behaviors that he expressed. If he wanted to have more trusting relationships, he had to show that first, and then he could expect it to come back to him. How do you and your leadership team set the example for trust you expect in others? That's Norenberg's 90 Seconds. Thanks for joining me today.